Alright everybody, so today we're going to talk to something that's very near and dear to my heart on sales. And I'm going to talk about some pitfalls that really novice or really rookie salespeople and occasionally veteran salespeople make. When we come into a new company, when we get ready to start selling, we've learned the product knowledge, we're all excited, ready to go, I get it, but one of the things that I notice all the time is that people want to talk about features with customers. You can't talk about features with customers. You need to talk about benefits. Now, I've always said that features tell, but benefits sell. We want to relate what a product can do to what the customer's needs are. If it doesn't come back to what my needs are, you're not serving me. I don't take the time to learn everything about your product. If I did, I would either just order it online or come into your establishment with the model number and say, hey, this is what I need, ring it up for me please if you have it, right? So for any other customer walking in my building, they're an expert mechanic, they're an expert construction worker, they're an expert doctor, lawyer, nurse, school teacher, whatever it is that they are, they're an expert in their field. So if they're coming into my place, I want to make sure that I give them knowledge that's going to help them make the purchase decision by consulting with them, by asking questions on how they are going to use it so I can relate my product's features to their needs, which creates a benefit to them. And that's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about solution selling for my customer. It's all about relating benefits. Having the ability to do 1200 hertz means nothing to your average customer. What does matter is when you say, hey, this TV has the ability to run at a really fast speed so that you can get a really clear picture when you're watching sports on TV. That matters to the customer if they watch sports. Now, that's why it's important to make sure that you ask lifestyle questions ahead of time. You should be asking questions to be able to go from 100 of a product down to 1. So take all their choices that they have and ask logical, stepped questions to find that one piece that's going to work really well for them. And when we do, I can take the features of that product and instead of talking about those features, actually talk about the benefits that it's going to give to the customer. And if I've done a really good job, it's going to be really easy for me to close the sale because the customer is going to understand. So I can say, you know, here's feature A, this is what it's going to do for you. You told me that you enjoy this, and that's why it's the perfect product for you. When I've done that, that relates to the customer. That helps them understand. I'm guessing a lot of you guys out there have probably heard customers tell you, hey, you've given me a lot to think about. Hey, I really appreciate your information. Now I've got to go home and digest it. Whenever you hear that, that basically means that you've just given all your features out to the customer and really just confuse them. So now they've got to go and try and unconfuse themselves. And probably what that means is that they're just going to go find someplace else to buy it where they're a little less confused. So remember, your customers don't do this every day, so it's important that you take those really detailed specific things, break them down to really easy to understand topics or ways of explaining them to your customer, and then bring it back home to the customer's benefits. That way the customer knows that you really care about them, that you really feel that they're important to you, and that you're going to make sure that they get the right product. If you do that, you'll be a lot more successful. Thanks, everybody.